the boys put up the post about which one is your favourite stories.
Aye.
Mate, I've
you got another one?
I've got another one, and again, I've got photographic evidence of this as well, right? So,
welcome to A Pint and Two Shots, coming to you from the G4 podcast studio, with part-time pundit and average actor Stephen Purdon, and bringing a wealth of knowledge and questionable patter, it's our no-nonsense dafty Chris Toll. Completing our front three, it's the man himself, all the way from the tap end of Stevenson, it's Grado!
Welcome to A Pint and Two Shots. It's a podcast, it's a football podcast. We're live.
Have we started? Have we?
Hey!
We're back!
Hello there. Apologies, guys.
Aye.
I've been missing for a couple of weeks, but can't be helped, really. I
think Toll's got something he wants to get off his chest here. He was saying it in the motor on the way
slight
in.
fucking overreaction for you, on.
Aye.
Mate, can I just say,
Mate, is it because he's not in the beard?
Without your beard, you're so cute. I just want to get right in your face.
You know what, man? I need to grow it back, but Sammy prefers me without it.
Does she?
Aye, mate. I don't know why I look like a potato.
I thought Sammy preferred you with a beard.
So did I, man.
So did I.
I'm not saying you don't look good without a beard, but do you know, I say it's like...
We tickled in there.
What is it? Dune says in 2 doors down. A fanny tickler. That's a lovely wee fanny tickler. Oh man.
No, but I think it's like pre-pandemic. Toll. Remember, I never used to have a beard when we done.
Tough times.
I know, but there's a reason for it.
No, obviously.
I've been away filming something for New Year for the BBC. So
that took up about an hour.
Right, so I know. But see, the thing is, I still had to shave my beard for it, regardless of how long it took.
I think Grado was going down the route because we didn't have a podcast the last couple of
babbing you up.
Oh, right. So anyway, what the fuck is with the overreaction, eh? You know what I mean? Like,
see, the thing is, people don't know what's going on in their lives.
Right, so the boys have obviously had the panto, right? Which they need to rehearse from 10 in the morning to 10 at night.
And I'm at the radio first then.
Grado's at the radio first.
I'm not going to exaggerate.
Let Toll finish.
I'm tapping.
I want to get to that because it's funny.
It's 7 days a week for them as well, right? Last week, Cian, my son, who you all know, went through a spinal surgery. A really, really fucking serious spinal surgery.
Very serious.
And yous are moaning about not having an hour-long podcast. Kiss my buzz. Alright, see if we're not here for a couple of weeks, go over it. We'll be back.
But
see the people that are saying
we do take it as a compliment that he's missing it.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean by that. It is good.
But
I was reading it going like that.
Some of the comments are brutal, man.
Aye, mate. Aye.
The podcast will not be back. I've seen it happening with hunters. We'll be here until I'm old and grey and my pubes are tickling my toes.
And your beard is back.
And my beard is back, tickling my pubes.
You'll be here till the fanny tickler's back. No, but see what Grado said a minute ago, right? He is tapping, right? I've got the utmost respect for this guy, right? But he's a fucking pain in the arse, right? But I love him, but he does my dough, man.
Mate,
can I just see before he explains? Can I just say that before you start peltering?
No, I'm not going to pelter you.
No. I'm going to say to you, Bob. I apologise.
Oh my god!
Because he has to put up with me for 12 hours a day. He sees me go through mood swings.
How do you think Eric Morecambe felt?
Morecambe and Wise.
Yous are like Morecambe and Wise in Scotland. These are like I would say the two Ronnies, but you're not at that level yet. But Morecambe and Wise definitely.
They were rife on it, were they?
But Morecambe and Wise.
They've been making each other great and everything, man.
Right, wait a minute.
Right, so see, do you know what it takes me back? Right, my daughters are 11 now, and my boy's 8. Right?
At least I've seen my Wayne this week. Oh God!
No. My daughters are 11 and my boy's 8. So you get to that point. Grant, you know, your Wayne's got a wee bit, your Wayne's are still young, but your Wayne's got older, you leave him at their devices a wee bit. It's like going back in time having a baby, being with this guy all day, right? And I've got so much respect for him, because if I was up at 4 in the morning...
How did you walk in on him sucking your wife's tit?
He does quite, he's got a wee hang for Nicola. He was DMing her the other night.
Why are you bringing this up?
We all love Nicola, mate. She's a lovely person.
No, mate, I sent her a recipe for a fucking fritter roll, man.
I know, and then...
He sent me that and all. You want to shag me?
Try to say he wants to shag my miss.
I thought that's what you were aiming at there.
I never seen you like her as a friend.
Alright.
I do want to bang her or not.
So anyway, right, you're laughing, Cradle, he comes in, right, and he's pure, comes in, man, the other day, everybody's having a conversation in the room, it's nice, me, Jester, Scott, the door nearly comes off it, and just, I've got a cameo today, oh, mate, go on, calm the fuck down, right, and then he's pure, goes on, right, day in the dance, that scene was good, wasn't it? Cut to 2 hours later, I fucking hate you, man. Look at you, you're a smelly wee cunt. Actually, the other day, cause I forgot to bring deodorant in, I was like, mate, I'm pure weekend, man. He's like,
You're paranoid about that.
I did get paranoid. So we Bayface did, didn't we? And he's like, aye, man, you've got that look about you. I was like, what? You're like a smelly wee cunt. And I was like,
that's out of context. That sounds
no.
So for any potential deodorant sponsors, sorry about the swearing there.
CBD deodorant.
CBD deodorant.
And what about another man on new company and all that, new people, new director and all that, and I had to take a day off from our city, right? So I comes in the next morning and I was talking to the director and all that, and I was like, how'd it go? I says, mate, I had 9 scenes in a row, it was a busy day. And then just out the blue, he's not even part of the conversation, he's in the corner putting stuff in his bag, and I bet you every one of them was dog shit. And nobody laughed. Apart from me.
And I was being him out again, nobody laughed at me.
It's been fun, but Anna,
it's been fun, but
hard graft for you.
It's been a hard graft, man. I do apologise. Even last night, man, I was trying to get him into a row and all that, and I'm going, what am I doing?
Stop apologising.
I pure threw him under the bus.
You didn't, mate. You tried to throw him under a bus, and I was affronted for you because you didn't have a clue what you were talking about.
Right, here we go. This is all going to start here. I can feel it.
Totally embarrassed himself, man. It was.
I can feel it coming. He was in a good mood about 30 seconds ago.
I know, man. So his wee baby face, I thought everyone was ready to go.
I know, mate. I know.
Anyway,
It's good to see you again.
Aye.
So what else
That's
has
us to the
been
middle of January.
Aye,
What else has been happening?
Nothing. Absolutely
man.
nothing.
I swear to God, what you been doing, man? See, I love that video of you in it with the shisha
Oh, that
pipe.
was class, man.
Well, funny you should say that. I was down in Newcastle the weekend there for Bungy's fight. Chris Bungard that does the Leather podcast for G4. In fact, he's hosted this as well, hasn't he? He's hosted
familiar with
this
his
as well.
work.
Yes.
Well, I tell you what, you'll be glad that you're not familiar with his work because I've seen him at work.
No.
And geez,
Oh, he's a good fighter.
he knows his way around an armbar. I'll tell you. But what an atmosphere it was! It was like kind of small, a medium-sized venue, but it was packed, and everybody that was there was absolutely.
Well, is it
bouncing.
Newcastle?
Newcastle, I was in the.
No, what was in the...
Ventu Motors or something like that it's called. The Ventu Motors Arena.
Did they make the guy tap?
Aye, like a blind man's stick.
Have you not seen it?
No,
When
no.
he jabs him a bit, the guy's got to them and he pure jabs him well till and just jumps and tap him.
No, I just saw pictures of him standing there with a guy with a Celtic tap, not to go on the phone. Nah,
Oh no, but the guy, the reason that they done that was because the guy that he was fighting came out in the full team wearing the Rangers away.
You're joking.
There was,
And he bet him?
There was like 4 English guys in front.
Man, I need to watch this back. I'm sure he was cheating this guy.
Yeah,
It's a fact, man.
4 guys sitting in front of us, right? And he's like, oh, who you here to see? I was like, my mate, Bungy's fighting. And this guy must have asked me about 15 times, is this your mate fighting now? Is this your mate fighting now? So eventually when it gets to Bungy's fight, the guy's away at the toilet and misses
Missed
it.
it.
Right? But they were all betting each other when they found out that Bungy was my mate. They're like, aye, is he going to win? I was like, aye, he's going to win, obviously. And they're all betting each other 20 quid and all that. And one of the guy took 20 quid off 3 of the other guys, so he was 60 knicker up and he thought that Bungy was like fucking Chuck Liddell or something like that, the way he was going on, pure as if he'd won $1 million. But just like,
So was this other guy that he wrestled Scottish?
no, he was English.
Oh,
English,
but
Perry
he was
Godwin, his name
wearing
was.
Rangers taps to
You'd
back
like
him
it,
up?
Godwin. He's the
Godwin,
boy's name.
Godwin.
Godwin.
Aye, Jim Godwin.
The skull.
The skull. He's doing well too. But that guy was.
No,
did
see
he-
the
did
orange
he
and
wear
blue?
what to bam Bungy up?
No, I think the guy's a legit Rangers fan.
No,
I-
I think it was to Bama.
No, because the guy's dad, Bungy had told me before it that the guy's dad was a big Rangers fan.
Oh, right, okay.
So he's the blue and orange Rangers away, but
Aye.
obviously for advertising purposes or whatever, or maybe they've just got replicas made. They didn't have the Rangers badge on the front of
Turkey,
the Castore.
Turkey, they've got them for
No,
Turkey.
but listen to this. It had his name on the back with a fucking massive Rangers badge
Did it?
right on the back. So they turned round and they seen the English people seen the Celtic top and they seen the Rangers tops and they're like,
Oh, it's kicking off.
is this Celtic versus Rangers? I was like, aye mate. He's like, oh, they're like, oh, you beauty. But anyway,
when did he beat him in? Many rounds?
beat him in the first round.
Did he beat him in the first round?
was it?
Aye.
Oh, man.
By the way, the guy was kicking lumps out his leg. I don't know how Bungie was still able to walk, but he just caught him with a right check.
We've said a few times, man, when you want to get in the
One
right
of
side
the
body,
leg
man.
kicks, man.
He's made a fear. I'm fear for him.
You see, I used to be like that. See, the first time I've met him was a charity match, and I was like, oh man, I'm quite intimidated by this guy. But see him when you get done
If
the
you actually
podcast,
speak to him,
he's like, and he
No,
said,
he's brand new and he's
Aye.
funny as fuck as well.
but you just win again.
no, definitely no, man.
That's
Definitely.
good, that's good.
Aye, so that was good fun. But other than that,
Did you have a night out in Newcastle after it?
do you know what? I think I'm too old for Newcastle.
Aye.
That's one of the ones.
Aye.
Oh, we heard a story about you in Newcastle.
What?
We heard a story about
Chester?
you in Newcastle.
At the strippers.
You want to talk about
At the strippers.
There was a stripper story.
The one in the street.
The one in the street made me laugh.
What, when I jumped at the pram?
No, apparently a woman come up to you right in the street and went, oh, wow, look at you. Oh, you're so, I love you. And you went, how?
Aye.
And she was
But you were like, there's hundreds of people here. Why you
why
just
have you
coming
picked
there?
me up? What have you picked me for?
Aye.
What have you picked me up
I love
for?
making people feel dead uncomfortable like that.
She was like, oh no, it's just because you seem...
I'm like, because what? Aye, so we'll keep the stripper story for next week, eh?
Aye.
Don't want to blow my load too soon.
No, that one in the street box hilarious, man. How?
Ah, mate, I know. I kind of see him looking back on it, man. What a chip I had in my shoulder back in the day, man. Oh, hellish. Honestly.
Well, do you know what I mean?
Aye, but do you know, I'm a magnet for arseholes.
I know.
And
I
do you know
feel
what I
that
mean?
way, I know.
And I hang with kind of, it's, well, you'll know yourselves for fuck's sake. You know what it's like, used obviously for different reasons, user.
Well, so I always remember one time walking up the street with Big Drew once, and it was like, Drew, how you doing, mate? Shaking her horn, and with me it was like, you
Aye.
fucking, didn't have my teeth and all that kind of rubbing knuckles, man, like that. And she was like, dude, why do you let that?
I know.
See,
let that happen,
to
man.
be fair, mate, Drew's like 6'6" or something
I know.
like that, and as wide as he is tall. They're not going to try and get him in a headlock,
No,
are they?
I know. But
Aye.
I can understand why you would get, but you must have a good laugh with it, I know. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, well, no. Oh, by the way, see, the boys put up the post about which one is your favourite stories you
Oh,
told me.
Aye.
Mate, I've
Have you got another one?
I've got
There you go.
another one, and
There you go.
again, I've got photographic evidence of this as well, right? So,
Shoot.
we got on the plane, and fucking Dynamo's on the plane, right?
Right, so you've met the Dalai Lama
At Press
and the
Week.
Dynamo at Press Week and the Dynamo.
Dynamo, we're going to Vegas, right? Dynamo's on the plane, or it's a flight for Glasgow to London, one or the other, right? And so, as you know, Dynamo always keeps a packet of cards in his pocket in
Yes.
case anybody asks him to do a trick, right? So, we get a photo taken, right? So he's like, I says, listen, I hope you don't mind, this is going to do a trick for me. And he goes, yeah, man.
Dynamo's the man, but
He's a
British guy,
British
isn't he?
guy.
He's
aye.
also English.
He's English, man. He's not American. Mate.
Yeah, man.
And he's a bit kind of,
Yeah, man.
he's kind of deep,
Cool
he's kind of
runnings.
deep behind the eyes a wee bit, isn't he?
Well, I think he suffers from quite a few medical issues.
He's got Crohn's.
He's got
Oh,
a
has
show.
he?
He's got
I've
a
been
show
tested
coming
for
back,
that.
and this is what reminded me of this story. He's got a show coming out shortly, right? So I goes like that to him, right? I goes, all right, Dynamo, how you doing, mate? He's like, all right, Chris. I was like, good to see you remembered my name. No, but anyway, so he's going to do a trick for me. So he says, aye. So he takes these cards out, right? And he goes like, holds them face up, and he goes like, right, pick any card. I'm not looking. I was like, right, no bother. So I picked out, and I'll forget, man. It was a 5 of spades, right? That I picked out, and he says, write your name on it. So I wrote my name on it. He says, right, put it face down back into the deck, right? So I was like, right, okay. So I put it back in. He's like, now you can see I've not changed anything or anything like that. Says,
Just
"Aye, no
on the
bother."
plane?
Aye, it was like just on the plane, just at the start, kind of. You've taken off, right? Anyway, so he says, right. So I put the card back in, and he gives me the deck, and he says, now look through the deck, and I look through the deck, and my card wasn't there. He's like, oh, it must not have worked. He says, come back in 5 minutes and I'll do another one for you. I says, no bother. So I went back to my seat and I sat down, and the wee woman came with a trolley, right? And wait till you hear this, right? She goes like, can I get you any drinks or anything like that? I went, I'll, as I always do, 2 Morgans and Coke, right? So they give me 2 Morgans and Coke, and I opened my table and I put my table down, and the fucking 5 of spades was stuck to my playing table.
Man.
See the thing, me?
Aye, the wee thing you fold down.
But
Aye.
it's the one that I signed. So how the fuck it got there?
He's
I'll
not got
never
a pat
know.
off his chair or nothing.
No,
Aye.
I don't know what the hell.
Was
Honestly,
he sitting in front of you?
I was sitting like 5 rows in front of me. So if he'd have came and done it,
You'd
I would
have seen him getting up.
I've got no idea how he done it.
But there is always an explanation, isn't there? Because magic isn't real, innit?
No, with him.
So, what?
No, mate, it's wrestling you're thinking.
No, but I mean, no, but what I'm saying is, I mean, he didn't go.
I mean, in the
Fucking cave went in the middle of your seat. I mean, he's done something.
In the cold light of day, there's always an explanation.
There's an explanation. So you've obviously went like that, turned to your pal and went, Wally, and he's went,
Wally.
Do you know what I mean? And sat it down. That's got to be what
Damn
he's
you,
done.
Willie.
But it's like these cunts that take your wrist off
Your watch and your wallet out your pocket and all that.
It's a
Aye.
way he's probably done that
Mate,
for
it'll
you.
be sleight of hand somewhere. But
He's 5 rows in front of you.
Aye.
So you need to walk back to your chair. So
Aye.
he couldn't have got up
No.
and went because you'd have seen him.
no, I would have seen him.
Unless
He's past it or something like that. When I've been,
Aye, or has he hired the woman temporarily on the flight to work
that's
for him?
what he's done. He's hired the air hostess to work for
Has
him.
he slipped her a? Has he
Listen,
slipped her
never
a
mind that
score
turbulence then. Get that card into that table.
But you need, but that is
No, but I know
interesting.
what you're saying. There's always an answer with it.
Aye.
There's always something.
Aye. I want see if I ever meet him again. I'll ask him how you.
But you mate, I
Did you get a selfie with him?
I've got a selfie with him at the baggage,
Nice.
the baggage pickup.
There was I done something with a magician a couple of months ago, and there was something where he got me to pick a book, right? And it was like, right, open the page up and pick a big word, no a wee word like that and and all the rest of it and all that, right? And he ended up asking all the questions, right? I think the word was like American. That was the name of the word, right? So eventually he's gone into the details and all that, and eventually goes, is your word American? And it blew my mind. But he left his book, didn't he? He left his book, he went out. And I looked his book, and it was fucking American, was printed about 1 million times. And
So
the
it's
book.
the law of averages, you're going to pick American.
Aye, and he kind of asked a couple of questions.
Name and shame this guy.
No, I wouldn't do that.
It's
But,
Dynamo.
but you know, you just can never be sure.
Share? You want me to turn back time so
You
you can say
believe
that
in
line
life
again?
after love?
How can you be so sure?
Sure. It's a line the panel.
Aye. So
Sounds brilliant.
have you ever had any magic?
Magic, what?
See, it sounds brilliant.
You slagging the planet?
You're talking about panel?
No.
If I had any magic, nah, man.
So anyway, boys,
No magic from you. I've never really, I've been to the odd show.
Magic's boring, man.
Aye, man.
It's fucking boring.
Ross Lowe's a magician, isn't he?
Aye, Ross
Aye,
Rhodes.
he's
I bet see
got
Penn
good card tricks and all that.
Penn and Teller. Do you know you spoke to them?
I Penn and Teller.
Check him out with him and all.
No, but we had the option of going and seeing them or going and seeing David Copperfield in Vegas, and we went to see David Copperfield.
I went to see Penn and Teller, and they done the thing where they shoot the guy and then the bullets.
Catches a bullet.
That was quite
It
interesting.
scares me all that shit.
I used to watch that Penn and Teller filmy on the telly.
Aye.
I heard that was a trick that that Alec Baldwin was trying.
My God.
That's terrible.
Keep it in. Keep it in, boys.
Wow, man.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Wonder how Alex getting on.
I know.
Is he in the jail?
He's just been acquitted.
No, I get away with
Oh,
it.
he got away with it? Well, do you know what? To be fair, he's not going to check your gun for bullets and all that, is he?
No, man.
What
That's
always blows my mind is why is the director there? The director shouldn't be there.
No,
But
it was
the camera woman?
It was the camera.
Was it a cameraman?
That was a camera
aye,
woman.
it
He
was
just
a
went
camera
up and shot her.
No, it didn't. Right.
No,
right.
he
No,
just,
he
right.
did even
No.
that.
No, right. They didn't just walk up and shoot her. It was the prop. It was a prop gun that it went wrong, and they were rehearsing the shot where he shoots next to the camera, where she, because it was a rehearsal. You know, nothing meant to be in the gun. Something went wrong. She ended up getting shot and she ended up dying. He did not just walk up and shoot her.
Do you know what?
No, but what I'm saying is, but the way he done it, action.
Aye.
Do you know what? No, but that's what they were rehearsing.
Lee.
Mate,
Brandon
it was
Lee.
on Sky on like I caught a wee bit at the Crow and I'm like, it still blows my mind.
It's such a great film,
So
man.
did he die halfway through it?
I
Aye,
just
mate,
need to go
CGI.
CGI for the rest of it because he was the bit where he was up the table and they all start shooting him. I would be scared of that. See if I'm like doing something that's people shooting me. You'd
I
be-
would I'd be like, pew, pew.
Well, it's funny.
because you're shooting.
No,
I'm talking about the one that the scene ended.
No, but it's funny you say that because see when I went to see Penn and Teller and I knew about the gun trick anyway, see when he pulled out the gun,
Aye.
You're
I
still
went, oh.
Aye.
Just keep going.
If any of you watched that documentary about the Harry Potter stunt
No.
Stunt guy yet? No.
No, I don't think
See,
so.
it's a really interesting story. The guy who was Daniel Radcliffe's stunt double for all the Harry Potter movies, a stunt went wrong during the filming of the Deathly Hallows, ended up paralysed for like the neck down, like in a wheelchair and all that.
Reparo.
And that's terrible too. And Daniel Radcliffe's like basically produced this documentary on the guy's life and his story and all that. It's fucking brilliant. by the way.
What's that on?
Sky, I think
I'm
it is.
gonna watch
It's
that.
brilliant.
I applied to be in the first Harry Potter movie, to be Harry Potter, because I remember it. It was
Coral
on.
casting
Do you remember Newsround? No, I
Aye, the
wasn't.
casting was in Virgin or something like that, wasn't it? They wanted to meet, like, in Glasgow there was a casting and it was in the Virgin Megastore.
I didn't get as far as that. You had to send a photo. And, what?
Grant's just went, it's yourself, Harry.
Graham Potter.
went on to a great career anyway.
Harry Stephen.
Harry Stephen.
I always remember the
Credo the Wizard.
They're
Shite,
looking for folk on to apply to be in Harry Potter, and I remember sending my photo and all that. So I did.
You'd have been a good Neville Longbottom.
Who was he? I've only ever watched the first one. I remember going to see the preview, but I would like to get into watching the Harry Potter
If
movies.
it's a prequel, man, you could be like a young Robbie Coltrane.
See when it first came out, that's been out 20 odd years now, Harry Potter, right? See when it first came out, my dad used to have a pub on the Royston Road, right, and as you know, my dad's not here, so he can't get to jail for it anymore. Like the thieves would come in. And they'd come in with bags of DVDs and all that. And he come in one night, he's like, "Here, I got you this Harry Potter." I was like, "Fucking Harry Potter." But I was copying DVDs and shit like that for people at work.
Are
at
you
the
all
time.
making a few quid with that,
Right.
I can imagine you doing that.
So what you used to have to do is
I'll burn it for you tonight.
you had to put it in
Colour
your,
97, I'll get you a copy, mate. I'll get you that.
you need an office. Right behind me.
Crack.
So when you were copying the DVD, you would have to watch the first 30 seconds or something, and that would unlock the security on it.
Aye.
Right? And the next thing I knew, I'm a good hour and a half into this. I'm like, fuck, I'm meant to be copying this.
Aye.
And I ended up watching it, and then I ended up watching the rest
See,
of them
every
after.
single time I go to watch it with the Waynes, man, it just doesn't do it for me.
No,
man.
no,
I fall asleep. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of Harry
See,
Potter,
the thing
man.
is, the first ones,
She's watched them all.
See, the fourth one?
I just go to sleep.
I was put off with it because years before the movie came out, we first got it read to us. We had an American teacher called Mrs. Legg. And she
my
would
man
always,
used to work on Albert Square.
she would haunt us out. Albert Square, I get that one.
Dr. Leg.
Dr. Leg. Was it a Dr. Leg? I can't remember that.
That was Dot's pal.
Aye.
Every time she took a class, you were stumped.
Not gonna like to start on here. So, and do you know
She
what
won on aggregate.
She would. That was the first time as well. She used to use jelly bellies. Remember, kind of like the right American candies.
Aye.
And it was class because at the end of the day, she'd go get ready and we'd finish up and sit and listen to her do Harry Potter and eating jelly bellies. And she'd always go, "You gotta suck them. You gotta suck them. Take your jelly bellies. You gotta suck them."
She sounds like a nice woman.
Oh, she was brilliant, mate. I tried to track her down on Facebook not that long ago. Susan Legg.
She did.
She's never replied to me, but she's back in Phoenix, Arizona.
Like the podcast we were watching yesterday, Mrs. Legg, if you're watching this, I've been trying to track you down for 6 years.
Watch this, you'll get a booking for TNA. Turn up at her door. All right, like.
Doing a commercial in America, you gotta suck them.
Yeah,
Like, Stevie, hey, I've got the Chamber of Secrets. You got half full.
What about football, boys? What's been happening with football?
See, before we start on Scottish football, did any of you see that penalty decision
Missed it
Newcastle
last night, man.
Newcastle got against them last night? Wow.
I've heard it's ridiculous.
Wow. And it went to VAR as well, Grado.
You see,
The referee never gave it in real time. It got called out for VAR.
And
Right?
you said it hurt him there.
The boy,
hurt his elbow.
the
What?
Newcastle,
And they looked up?
the PSG guy crosses the ball, right? It hits the Newcastle player on his chest and ricochets off the back of his elbow, right? Now, the rules are, as stated, if the ball deflects off another body part onto the arm, it's not a penalty, right? The referee looked at it, watched it, and then turned round and went like that, handball, and gave it. I don't think the referee's noticed that it's hurt his
Do you
chest.
think it's just gone straight there?
It's not just that, they only showed the referee one camera angle as well. Whereas on the other one, it's very blatant.
And
that it hits
Newcastle
him.
winning 1-0, no?
96 minute.
you know what I have to laugh at? And I see when they talk about, when it comes to, and every one of them, every decision sort of subjective when it comes to penalties. There's everybody's got a different view on it. But in terms of, and they're always saying things like an unnatural position. When half the time, when the unnatural position, it's, that's an unnatural position.
Or they're running to make a tackle.
That isn't natural at all. When
you jump with your arms down.
That's not natural.
Exactly.
Unnatural would be, launching your
star jumps or something.
It's harsh on Newcastle, that man.
But did you see there was something in the news this morning about bringing in 10-minute sin bins?
Oh, I seen that yesterday. It was a notification.
A 10-minute sin bin. You like this one? An orange card.
Oh.
An orange card. Apparently, and it's going to get trialled, and I don't know what country it's going to get.
You play that whenever I make a Celtic joke, don't you?
Play the orange card.
How weird would it be, but in about maybe 10 years time at a game? That's an orange! That's an orange!
I know.
Get him in the sin bin.
No, the sin bin.
That's an orange if ever I've seen one, ref.
But it is.
Well, do you know what I would use that for? See if they're going to bring that in. I would use that for anybody asking for somebody to get booked.
Diving.
Anybody diving. Aye. Like,
Cantwell's to get an orange at the weekend.
Oh man, that was as clear an orange as I've ever seen it.
by the way, I've been saying that about him for weeks. Oh man, so the football at the weekend,
Mate, don't get me started. Right, Leo had his pals in, that was our day off on Sunday. Leo had his pals in, they were up the stair. Leo watched a wee bit of way, mate, to start, then his pals come in, they were up the stair. I was shouting, and I could have took my telly off the wall and flung it through the window, man. Honestly, it was ridiculous, man. That, how many times we do that is, oh my, it blows my mind. Again, I'm still not over it. It's just not good enough.
No, it's frustrating after what happened.
Exactly. That's what I mean. How many times we do that? Celtic. See, if I was you at the weekend, I'd have put money on us dropping points.
Mate, see the minute Rangers go down, the first thing I think is get a bet on them to win.
Aye.
But that's the same with Celtic. But
Mate,
Celtic,
Man
9
City.
times out of 10 managed to.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Were 2-0 down last night.
2-0 down. Oh, like, wait till I tell you, just a wee aside, right? So, last night I was sitting watching the Man City game, right? And I goes like, oh, fucking, this is shite. It was boring. I find them quite boring to watch.
I would pick Man
right?
City to watch.
So,
Sure, I was talking about that yesterday. Remember,
The Norwich game?
The Norwich game I went to when they beat them 6-0. Honestly, it was one of the most boring games. It was
it's
like
like
watching.
pre-season friendlies.
It was, and it was all the.
You're singing Hey Jude, that's the City song.
No, it was Fletcher was going, nah. Hey Jude. And what Fletcher is, Hey City. Oh no, is it? What is it? Hey City. Hey City. That was the best part about it. It was a fucking Hey Jude song.
I find them boring, they're so methodical.
Aye, they're really...
Because they're that good.
Aye, they are a very, very good football team. Very good. But I'd have watched the Newcastle game.
But I was a wee bit bored anyway, so I actually was going to flick over to Dortmund and Milan. So I went to Sammy, I says, I'm working at 10, I need to jump down to Tesco. Mum will hang me, we'll go to Tesco. So went down to Tesco, come back and missed 2 goals, right? But it's 2-0 to Leipzig. I went like, I'm not watching that anymore. Flicked it over, fucking went to the toilet, right? No, I'm not kidding, went to the toilet. I was in the toilet for a good 10 minutes. Come back out, it was fucking 2 each. I'd missed another 2 goals. I was like, do you know what? I'm just not meant to see any goals. Turned the Milan game over and missed Dortmund's 2 goals to make it 3-1. So yesterday, all in, I missed 6 goals and never seen one get in.
What did you get at Tesco?
Sloppy Joe stuff.
Oh, what's a Sloppy Joe?
You never had a Sloppy Joe?
Is that like with steak and mushrooms and all that?
Well, you can have that, but obviously I'm a pure plain Jane when it comes to that, right? But see Frenchies that do the American mustard for hot dogs, like that big yellow bottle.
I love that.
Right? Well,
I love that.
Well, it's them that makes this, right?
Aye.
And I got it last week. You get a pun of mince, right?
Aye.
You get your Sloppy Joe like powder stuff. Cook the mince with the Sloppy Joe powder.
Do you drain your mince?
You need to drain it because it would be too fatty. But it's delicious, mate. And so I toasted a wee bun, got a slice of cheg under the grill and that, melted the cheese on top of the mince and the slot. Mate, I'm telling you, it's delicious.
Oh, that does sound good.
It's right. It's not what it is. It's pure comfort food, pure shitey comfort food, man. But it's brilliant. It's dead tasty.
See when the weather's like this, that's what you need.
I know you need a right good one.
I've got a tomahawk sitting in the fridge, which I'm kind of get time to cook it.
I've got a tomahawk sitting in the fridge. I'm going to hunt someday.
He's been going on about it for a while, man. But he was going to have it last night. But the
You
problem
better
is,
get on it, or it'll be 8 years aged.
No, I know I can. He told me to use it within 4 days, but it was one of them ones, man. I says to the guy, look, my missus is going away for a couple of days. Is there any chance? I want a right good steak. And of course, slice this tomahawk, and he gave it to me. But it was one of the places, right, where you get it, right, and then you have to take it to another till, so you don't pay it there and then. Mate, £44 for this big massive tomahawk. So I'm trying to fucking see if I can, slip it down next to the biscuits or something like that, or the cheese, because I thought, I don't want to pay £40 for a steak for just myself, but eventually I had to pay it, man. So, and I need to try and get it tanned. I've not got the time.
Because the time we finish and he drives back to Stevenson, he would be having that tomahawk about 1 in the morning, then go to sleep for a couple hours and get up for radio.
I ended up having chips, cheese and doner meat last night, and it was fucking howling.
It's got a good shout, man. Mate, you start brought in and put it in a ninja.
What, the doner meat?
The tomahawk. I
wanted it right. I wanted it. You know what I mean?
See, the thing is, how do you cook it, but?
Right, so what you do
Because it's got a big bone, hasn't it?
It's a big bone. What you're meant to do is sear it first, right? Get your oven cooking, and then shove it in for an hour.
An hour, then take
just let it nice and slow, and then apparently it comes out kind of medium rare.
Aye, so you sear it first, you don't reverse sear?
Well, you can reverse sear it. Aye, that's good. You know about reverse sear?
Reverse sear's good, man.
Have you done that before?
No yet. I'm not confident enough for that sort of thing,
You could
man.
do that.
Aye.
Probably, but
It's just you're putting it in the oven first, didn't you? Then you're starting it back.
I've got my wee machine that just cooks the steak perfect.
What, is that a Ninja?
No, it's a OptiGrill, it's called. It measures the weight and the thickness
really?
of
That's
the
what
meat.
a ninja does.
Has it got a thermometer on
It's
it?
fucking brilliant.
Has
What?
it got a thermometer on it?
Well, it's got all the options on the front, and it see whatever you choose, it cooks it to the perfect.
That's what the
temperature and
ninja
that.
does, and it's got the wee prod you put in it when you're cooking
It's
it.
fucking
Oh, that's good.
But I prefer frying my steak. I just prefer frying.
Aye.
I like it with loads of butter.
I like a
butter.
grilled steak, I have to say.
Oh, do you know? I like
Nah,
all the
frying.
juices that come
Aye,
off it
so
and all
do I,
that.
mate.
I like that burnt kind of.
See, I don't use the ninja for my steak. I've done it a couple of times, so it's a novelty, but now I just prefer frying it.
Like, everything's going in my Ninja now, man. It's like, I mean,
The Ninja's
everything.
the
I do my toasting, man.
Aye.
Black Friday, I get a full set of Ninja pots and pans.
Oh, mate, they look gallus.
£38 I paid.
Me and Nicola, what I get them, man. She keeps going on about them.
There's
Yeah,
nothing
good,
better than getting a new pot or pan, isn't there? And
Mate,
just standing there and watching it glide.
it comes with a fried egg pan. It's about that size, man. You just crack the egg into it and it makes it a perfect circle.
You see the feeling of having a new, and it does nothing burns and all.
Aye, and you slide shit off it.
It's quite satisfying, isn't it?
You just stand if you're making a wee pot of soup and you just stir.
These come with a 10-year guarantee
Aye.
for the non-stick.
Wow, that is fantastic.
Alright, Ali.
It really is.
Make no mistake about it, Christopher.
You been making anything else?
Make lovely steak without it. No, mate. No, not really. The dogs have been in a terrible way.
What's
so
wrong with them?
I've had to change their diet. So I have, and now they're on human food, and see whatever we're having, they're having. And so whenever you go to make something, they're just like that.
My dad's been doing that for years. That's what my dad does. My dad gives the dog steak pie.
Your dad
macaroni.
shaves your dog a number 9. Know what I mean? Forgive me if I don't take his lead.
Then he shaves his in here with the same colours.
I know, he's minging on it.
Don't talk about my fucking dad's minge like that.
Listen,
See, you're talking about Hingway. See, you're talking about your dog and all that. I do need to see more. We're adding it in right now. But see the canimal for my dog.
Aye. Let's go with
It
it.
has absolutely changed his life. He's a new man.
it's mental, isn't
He's
it?
a new man. However, but see, can I just say, remember how you're always noising me up about how I say about my dog's got anxiety?
Aye.
The vet literally said that is the most anxious dog I've ever saw
Really?
in my life. Aye. It's just so bad. But see, gain him his CBD oil, he's absolutely brand new.
What about Gallus and all
Aye,
that?
man, just fucking
Pure love
fucking
in his
about and all
life,
that to me. He's great. He's a new dog. He really,
Do you
really
like
is.
him though?
What?
Do you like him though?
I mean, we're getting there. They can't. Thanks for recommending me that with the CBD oil, because honestly, even through bonfire night and everything, man, he's just so laid back. Doesn't he get his tail
Well,
up?
do you know what? We may as well
Let's
talk
carry
about
on.
it.
Aye.
Have you
We
got
may
the
as
stuff?
well.
CBD Oil
Can I get the
Scotland.
stuff, or will we just carry on?
Well, we'll just
Aye,
let's
they've
talk about it.
seen it, haven't they? They've
Aye,
seen
aye.
it. So this week we had English League 2, am I right? And there was one person, I believe, that absolutely got it spot on. What was the person's name, Ben?
I cannot remember, but they absolutely
for you.
They absolutely nailed it. They get it spot on.
Good
I will
for
find
you,
out his
and
name
you are
right
in
now.
the draw.
For a holiday to Tenerife.
Yeah, CBDOilScotland.com, and remember, you use the code.
CBD 30.
For 30% off
Yes.
on the website. Now, 30% off is a hell of a discount.
It's
Let's
a
be
bit of a
honest.
dent.
And you're not going to find any better CBD. I'll tell you that now. For me
Connoisseur.
personally. And if you've got dogs and stuff like that as well, they've got loads of products for that as well. So, what was it? We were
William, his name was
William.
Good on you, William.
Well done. How many goals was there?
40.
40. Well done,
40
William.
goals.
Well done. Round of applause for William, man.
Good for you,
40
William.
goals. Well done, William.
We've not got a surname, but we'll just check which lodge. Yeah. All right. Cheers, Billy.
No, but if you're looking for any CBD products, cbdoilscotland.com and use the code CBD30 at checkout. So this weekend, the league we're picking is the Championship, but it's only the Saturday games.
So do not include Friday's games. Do not include Sunday's games.
Preston and QPR on Friday don't count. Just every English Championship fixture on Saturday.
Yes.
Okay?
Correct.
Yes.
What about Celtic? How did Celtic go on?
Shite.
Did you watch on Saturday?
Aye, I watched the Celtic. No, in fact, I never, because I was away in Newcastle. Seen the highlights. Some penalty decisions this weekend, weren't there?
Yes.
Jeez, oh.
I've not.
I think the Rangers one was a penalty. And I was watching it live, and I was watching it with my wee cousin who's a Rangers fan. He was up watching my dogs. Thanks very much, Ryan.
Thanks very much, Ryan.
So we went to, we sat in the living room, we watched it, and it's obviously getting late, and I'm like that to him, get your bet on for Rangers now, get your bet on for Rangers. He's like, nah, we look poor. And then when the replay came up, I thought to myself, it's quite blatant. He's got a hood of the jersey. When are players going to realise that you can't do that? There's cameras on
In
you.
this day and age, if you're tugging a jersey in the penalty box...
Exactly. There's cameras on you all the time. You know what I mean? Now they can go back and look at it. It's, for me, it's a penalty. And it was pretty similar to the Celtic one for the Saturday as well.
I've got to laugh, but like Barry Robson after it, man, it's like...
I don't know about you.
Right, see as much as he's frustrated, right, he's just conceded a pet, but see all that, it's not good to see Rangers getting on.
It's not a good look.
He's just trying to add fuel to the fire, the narrative out there.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing, but how petulant is that? How petulant is it?
Is the record know that Celtic have had more penalties this
We've had
season?
more penalties this season.
But how petulant is it? But that's Barry Robson's take on it. Instead of just going, but you've just said as a Celtic fan that you're going, it's a penalty, he's pulling his jersey, right? How's he not having a go at the boy going like that? What's he pulling his jersey
I
for?
should know better.
Aye, exactly.
Exactly.
He seemed to be
You're right.
more angry about that than getting pumped 6-0.
Exactly. Aye. That's a really good point, Grant. That is a good point, I know. That's so true. You'd be coming out absolutely berating your players getting pumped 6-0, conceding, what was it, 3 or 4 goals in like 10 minutes or something?
It was 3 goals in injury time.
Aye, no, but he comes out after that game and he just tries to jump on the bandwagon that Rangers get every decision going.
There is
You
a-
want a lot of time for Barry Robson?
Nah.
There is a bit of hysteria about it now, but there has been some dodgy decisions, but there's been dodgy decisions everywhere for the full season.
Campbell's got to get an orange for that dive.
Oh, it's
100%.
clear as day, man.
Eh? Aye, he did. That was pathetic. as
Nobody
well, man.
even said a word about
Nah,
that.
it's
That was-
pathetic. Aye, Barry Robson did talk about that.
Good goal, right enough for Aberdeen, wasn't it?
Mate,
No, it reminded me of Kyogo's at
mate,
Ibrox.
did you not see the thing on Twitter, the guy playing the 2 goals?
No.
It's exactly the same,
Aye,
man. The ball comes out, the boys headed it forward, our defence is opened up, he's ran through and took it first time.
That Miolski's going to get a big move, I think.
Mate, it was a really, I think every time I've seen him, he knows where the goals are. He likes to go against us.
I know, and do you know what? None of these goals are really similar. See how, like, with Kyogo, it tends to be between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box, it's a goal. Like, some people are famous, like, Turnbull's always outside the box, big rockets and stuff. None of his goals seem to be the same. They're all different. See, to be honest, he seems a bit like the complete striker. And if I'm Celtic, I'd be looking at him in January.
That's a bit of a stretch.
I'm telling you, mate.
Complete striker.
Mate, he scores against you every fucking time he plays against you.
Mate, if they didn't go to the points against us, they'd be bottom of the league.
Aye, but he still scores against you.
Aye, against us, but it's other teams are not. Can't be bottom
He's
of the league.
top goal scorer.
Is he?
Aye.
In the league?
Aye, 10 he's got.
Is he?
Aye. Let me just make sure that's not a fucking...
Mate, it's like one of the things, man. You look at Aberdeen. I know. But do you know what really ripped my knitting at the weekend? It's like, see Goldson and Balogun. See if a team goes with 2 up top. They're all
What am I
like that,
talking
man.
about?
Sorry,
He's got 10 goals this season. He's only got 5 goals in the league.
That's
Complete striker. Fucking
Taverniers
Taverniers
are
is complete striker.
Tav's a complete striker, man.
And
But
by the way, I'm Turnbull. What the fuck?
the thing is with Rangers at the weekend, it's like you go they've got 2 men up top, man, and Bargain and Goldson are just, they can't, man. It's like, go, like, just you pick him up, I've got him, see if he runs after you. It's like, it's no hard, you know what I mean? But we just look so elegant when a team plays with 2 strikers against us.
Where would you be looking in January? Because obviously the window's coming up. That should be the first time Clement is bringing his own players in.
Left back, man. See,
Barry says, I mean, I only caught 20 minutes of the game on Sunday, and Barry says,
how many times?
And by the way, this isn't a new thing.
No, it's not.
He's not had a decent season in about 3 or 4 years.
How much everything breaks down when it comes to him. It just breaks down. He gets the ball, looks back, and I don't know, man.
But surely he'll notice that, because that's what Clement said. That's what he hates. That's he's
needless
he
passes.
This gone backwards. And Clement, he's desperate to put in his own. I believe that come January we are going to be absolutely in that transfer market.
Make no mistake about it.
You better believe it. Who as a centre half?
Do you know?
I'd look for another centre half, but you can't buy everything in January. You know what I mean? It's not a good market.
I need to tell
And some
you
of the managers don't like to sign in January either.
And do you know-
January's not a great time.
No.
Eh? Aye, do you know what else you need to look
It's
at? I know, man.
surprising because there's sales on in January. You know what I mean?
See if Danilo gets an injury, I know, but you're in trouble, man.
Aye.
Because he obviously isn't trusting Dessers. Dessers isn't even. He didn't come on the other day. You know what I mean?
He's still persisting with Lammers, mind you.
Aye, he just came on the second
I
half.
thought Lammers
I know,
played
but-
quite well when he came on at the weekend there. Like, slightly.
No,
He had a good
chances
move.
to score.
Mate,
He had a good move on the right wing. He went by that, boys, if he was standing still. But
I think out of the play, I mean, because
The argument with Lammers is buy, man.
he's rubbish, man. He's
I tell you
rubbish.
something, they
Totally
brought
rubbish.
on Rabbi Matondo, right? And I don't think I've ever seen a guy with such a tremendous complexion. See, mate, honestly, he looks like he's carved out a fucking, I don't know.
He done alright when he came on. I thought he looked good when he came on, man.
He
done
did
well.
look good,
Aye.
that's what I'm talking about. I was like, who's that guy? My wee cousin's like, that's hang with Matondo. I was like, of course that's. I was like, my God, that man's spectacular. He is a handsome guy.
Yeah.
He really
I actually
is.
picture him. What exactly it looks like.
Mate, do you know, he's got that kind of that skin that looks like a matte finish. He's a beautiful man. That's all I'm going to say.
him?
Aye, I
Nivea
like a bit of
visage.
Matondo, aye.
It could be Nivea Visage.
Nivea the sash. That was almost like you were setting me up for that deliberately there, innit?
Clement would have found out a lot about the players at the weekend there, but that's the first kind of test where you go, right,
Aye.
Celtic have slipped up, going out, get the job done. It's not until like the second half where we started winning the battles, you're going, right, we're having a bit of input into the game, man. We just let Aberdeen were first every ball that first like 25, 30 minutes, man. It was embarrassing. And I'm not happy.
What about Celtic in the transfer window, Tol?
Yes, Tol, what you
Left
need a new goalie.
Left back, goalie.
Right, read the scores out. Read the scores
the
out.
scores.
The scores. Get the scores out for the weekend's games, because we've just spoke about Rangers and Celtic.
Right, so on the Friday we had 2 Scottish Cup games. We had Clyde versus Genefield Swifts.
Oof.
Clyde were ran out 2-0 winners, and Dunfermline lost 3-0 at home to Wraith Rovers.
Ian McCall's first game for Clyde.
It's a sore game for the Swifts, but innit?
I know, Genefield Swifts, man. I had them on my curtain. Brilliant. So the other Scottish Cup games, there was loads of them. I'm not going to go through them all.
No, just.
Big news, but a bar, bruv.
Aye,
Stick away.
Dick Campbell's no longer in Scottish football.
I know.
Aye.
Let's just go through and say who went through in the cups.
Do
rather
that,
than
mate,
right.
aye.
So Bonnyrigg Rose, Dumbarton, Brora Rangers, Bucky Thistle, Broomhill, Alloa, Falkirk, Kelty Hearts, Inverness, Montrose, Grado's team.
You've been playing well, man.
Partick
They've looked
Thistle,
good.
Ayr, Queen of the South beat Dundee United, Spartans, Cove Rangers, Airdrieonians and Forfar all went into the draw on the Sunday, and we'll have more on the draw
Yes.
later in the show. So the Premier League on Saturday, Celtic drew 1 each at home with Motherwell. Dundee lost 2-1 to Hibs at
In Dundee.
Dens Park, aye. Hearts 1-0 at Tynecastle to St Johnstone. Ross County and Kilmarnock drew nil each. That's, you don't say that, don't you know? And St Mirren beat Livingston 1-0. And then on the Sunday we had the game that we've already spoken
Yes.
about.
Aberdeen
Rangers
won.
and
Rangers
Aberdeen.
won.
So, sitting looking at the league now,
Yes.
Celtic, Rangers have a game in hand. Celtic are 8 points ahead.
Yes.
Rangers are then 6 points ahead of St Mirren, but they've also got a game in hand. Hearts Hibs, Kilmarnock, that's the top 6. Then we've got Dundee, Ross County, Motherwell, Aberdeen, St Johnstone, and Livy are
Livy
bottom.
are just struggling, isn't it?
It's weird, isn't it? I feel as if Livy
I know.
don't really lose all the time.
I know.
How they've managed to get to the bottom. But, an eventful
Who
one.
did you just get in the cup again?
Bucky
Aye,
Thistle.
did you see the drama in that game? It was went extra time, that didn't it? It was.
Aye.
I seen the guys in the pub when the draw was getting made, and it was showing you the moment.
Was that all the players?
I don't know if it was the players or not.
I think it was.
Was it? I don't
Was
know.
it no- you put in?
I think it was the players.
Aye. It was funny, but man, it was good.
Surely via play doesn't put that game on the table.
Celtic v Bucky.
But then sometimes that's always an interesting thing to see, like a big
But see,
team go
that
to.
is, I would, if I'm Bucky, I'm asking them not to put it on the telly.
Is it Parkhead?
It's a Celtic Park,
Aye,
so
aye.
if you can get a full house, then
How does
Bucky
that
are
work out? But did they get off the gate?
split.
Is that right?
Aye,
That's crazy,
It's
man.
good for them, man.
exactly.
I seen somebody say they should go all out, get the Champions League lights on,
Aye,
get the light show pre-match and all
Give
that.
Bucky the full shebang, man.
Yeah.
Then Bucky won 3-1 and we're looking like a bunch of arseholes.
Aye. Super Bucky go ballistic.
Remember
Still
that?
happening, but
No, it's definitely that.
Certainly not, mate. They're in the fucking 8th tier or something like
We've
that.
got Dumbarton.
aye. Dumbarton.
That's kind of like a home for home for me.
I know.
man. That's a-
Bulkhead.
Aye.
Is it Bulkhead still? Still call it Bulkhead?
Did you watch Survivor Series?
Mate.
How good was that end, man? I know I showed them. I take it.
I bet
but-
he
I
was
might just go.
Do you
to-
know what? Do you know what?
I did like it, but I did like
Do
it.
you know what I liked about it was when I was watching it and it said.
And they brought the bit up. No, they're on to that. They fuckers.
They got me. They do this thing, right, where, like, see when the end of the pay-per-view's finished,
Aye.
they put up a wee sign to say, like, that's it,
So
over.
the wee copyright sign.
The wee
innit?
copyright sign, right? He's not interested. The wee copyright sign. So you're watching it, right? You're thinking, is he going to come back? He's saying, no, the wee copyright sign come on. Oh, bastard, what's happening? But then he come out, didn't he?
It was exciting. Do you know, I just read a stat. Do you know he's got the top selling t-shirt in WWE and AEW at the same time?
Is he right now?
Aye.
That's crazy, man. What do you think of that, Bob?
Man, oh man.
What about Celtic in the Champions League last night?
Aye, let's talk about
But
that.
we playing?
Lazio, aye.
I watched the first half, man, and then I just could see where it was going. I had to go to my bed for work, but it wasn't pleasant.
Well, it was all right up to the, what was it? It was only the 82nd minute they scored.
Mobley scored 2.
He scored 2 goals in 2 minutes, didn't he?
Oh,
He
but
got
it's-
was showing us.
Aye.
see, like, just they look completely devoid of ideals going forward, man. It's
Are you a wee bit?
I don't like.
Hang me
I
a
don't
bit.
like Rodgers, mate.
No.
I just don't like him. I don't like his style of football. I don't like the man as a man, and I just hang me. I don't think he's trustworthy. And if you're working with somebody, the first thing you need to do is be able to have trust in
Gain their
them.
trust.
And I don't.
That's what you do.
I don't think he's that man.
Do you work with anybody that you don't trust?
No comment. Sitting right across me. Anyway, no. Obviously, see when you're in a working environment like that, like when you're working close by, obviously you're doing panto and stuff like that. Now you're living in each other's pockets. You see them more than you see your family, so you're going to have issues like stuff like
Oh, we have
that.
them.
You know
Oh,
what I
we
mean?
do.
But
We work through them though.
We do. It's things are sent to try us and test us.
Yes, like the sweeties.
Sweeties.
Or the sweeties.
Oh,
Testing us.
He's
What
buying
that?
sweeties,
You
man.
bought them all the other day.
Aye, we've got a wee sweetie tin. It's going to be the first panto.
We've put weight on.
Aye, I always drop weight for panto, but this time I don't know if it's.
should have done a panto every week.
Oh, you got to take that off him.
No, I'm fine.
I'm needing to do a panto every week. But anyway,
What are you?
Do you ever exercise?
me? I exercise my right to line my arse.
Are you still confident? Like you still think you'll win a league in that?
Well,
What do you think, with Rodgers?
You never know, mate. You never know. I don't think the players are playing for him. I think.
Exercise my right to line my arse.
But anyway, nah, just that. I don't know, mate. I don't know. And, you know, he seems to... I think it seems as though he doesn't know his best team. Don't get me wrong, we've got some injuries that are...
Who's it? Maeda.
Hatate and Maeda. Two...
They're important players,
I've
eh?
noticed Maeda not being there. And, you know, I kind of go hot and cold with him, but I've noticed him not being there. And I like Palma, and he was suspended for last night as well, so...
Man, So much better talking about fanny ticklers and guns, man. She's talking about football.
What's that?
Saving grace is Rangers.
Do you not
aren't
feel
good
that?
enough to put a run
Can't
on
hear
the
Grant, Graham.
Saving grace for Celtic is Rangers aren't good enough to put
I
on
know,
the results.
that's true.
Aye, but what happens when you sign a couple of players in January and they fill in the spots that he's only firing on?
That's
You know
what we
what I mean?
hope. Aye, I
It's
know.
at the end of the day, right? There's 3 Celtic Rangers games left. If Rangers win the 3 of them, then you know what I mean. They'll win the league, but it's all down to the games, I think.
But Rangers could beat Celtic 3 times and still not win the league because they would rat points at Hampton Motherwell or
Aberdeen.
Oh, remind me what Celtic done at the weekend there.
I know.
Well,
But
true. Aye.
You know what I mean? It's not like that St Johnson game and that Motherwell game. It's fucking.
anyway, that's that old days talking about football.
Oh, never
Come
mind
on, man.
football,
As I said, he was
football's
good telling us all
Fanny
about
ticklers,
magicians and all that. and-
Magicians.
Do you know what I mean? They're like, who do you think was saying? I don't know.
Magicians.
What have you been watching on the telly?
Oh, what have I been? Oh, I have got something I've been watching actually. Time.
Oh, I've saw the first
Is
series. That was really
Aye,
good.
second series is good and all, mate.
Is it?
Aye.
Is the second
Is it-
season out?
Aye.
With Sean Bean?
No, it's
Sean
a
Bean no
diff-
in it, no?
No, it's a woman's prison. It's totally different. It's
Do you know
totally
what that reminds me?
So is Stephen Graham still in it?
No. It's a
I
totally
don't
different
watch
story.
it,
No,
it's-
mate, it's good.
Remember Bad Girls?
Oh, mate, I love Bad
Jim
Girls.
Fenner?
Here's one for you. Do you remember Band of Gold?
Aye!
I think my mum watched that. I never
Aye.
watched
That was
it.
good.
There was always the guy
Vickers?
that would sit and watch
Aye.
the... Aye.
The Who
Oh, I
is?
got into that,
The Who is?
Aye.
Aye, it was great, man.
Bad Girls is good. What else is
Time's good, man. The second season's good.
Is
So
it?
is aye.
Who's in it then?
The wee lassie for The Last of Us and Jodie Whittaker's in it.
good? She's great.
And one of the main lassies, I don't know her name, but the wee lassie, she's dynamite.
I'm thinking of the same programme. Last season was Stephen Graham and
Aye,
Sean.
it's just a different story. It's
Aye,
in a
he
woman's
he ran down an old man. They know run
Aye,
down an old
he
man.
did when he was drunk.
And
get put in
Stephen
jail.
Graham was trying to keep him. He was trying to keep
Aye.
people sweet because his boy was getting threatened off.
That's right.
Brian McCarthy.
That was
and all.
great, wasn't it, man?
Aye, it was brilliant.
Aye.
The second season is good. It's grim, but it's grim.
I started watching something it's a kind of comedy mystery. It's called Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, aye, I've seen that
Right.
advert. I've not watched that
Oh,
yet.
do you know what it's about?
Murders.
No.
It's about a podcast,
Oh.
right? It's about a true crime podcast,
Right.
and there's a murder happens in the building, and Steve...
Scott Fletcher loves this.
Oh, does
He's
he?
told me about it.
Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez are the
Mm.
3 main characters, and I'm about 4 episodes into it.
Is it good?
It's really good, man.
Have you got a cold?
Aye, my nose is
Oh,
blocked. Aye.
Scott loves it, man. He says it's great.
Aye, it's really good. I'm looking forward to watching more of it actually, but do you know that way you've just not got the time to sit down and watch stuff for now.
Oh, we know that feeling.
Aye, you know that better than me, for fuck's sake.
You watched The Crown? He's watched The
Oh,
Crown.
brilliant, man.
Have you seen it all?
Oh, class.
Aye.
14th
Did you
of the-
watch it? Have you watched it before?
Seen it every season up until this one.
14th of December can't come quick enough
What's that?
because it picks back up. The final season's in 2
Split
parts.
season? I hate that shit.
I know.
But I know what I don't like either. It's like, see, let's like 2 doors down the way it all gets put up in one go. I don't like that.
I've
I like the
rattled them all.
weekly. Aye, see, but do you know,
Aye.
prefer watching the weekly?
No,
kinda-
because I go like that. Let's just have another one.
Nah,
And the next thing I know,
I'm the
I've watched
same,
them
man. I
all.
like it all out the money.
Aye, exactly. But it gives you something to look forward to if you've got something that's on the telly every week. You don't get that anymore, do you?
You
know?
don't get it
Nah.
You just
anymore.
consume everything. Everything's
TV's
instant
changed, mate.
gratification.
TV's changed.
But it's
You're
not
right,
telly now, it's stream.
That is.
Stream.
But see, the thing is, I could understand if all the episodes were up and it was on an app like Netflix or something, but when you've got BBC, why not just... I suppose not everybody can schedule themselves to sit and watch it. Right, you've got
Aye,
record,
but you've
you
got
can
Sky
record
Plus.
Sky Plus.
it. Right, so what difference does it make then?
I know, but what I'm saying is, it's spread out over like 7-8 weeks. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Whereas you
So
spun
you
your
can
load in
get
the
about
first
talking about it,
go.
going to wait to see this.
Aye,
That's
a
what
quarter
talk
of a year
talking
away.
about it, the work and all that and all
Aye.
the rest of it.
I know.
Just it's all completely changed now, but isn't it?
Water cooler chat.
That's it.
I loved it. See the Billy Conway episode?
Does Disney Plus still do it?
With the Star Wars stuff.
Aye.
Aye,
Mandalorian.
Mandalorians
Aye.
every...
Apple did it with Ted Lasso when I was desperate to watch.
I've still never seen Ted Lasso.
Mate,
No,
I've never watched
watched
it.
the first
No.
episode and I did laugh.
It's good,
Ted
mate.
Lasso's brilliant,
That is good.
man.
Aye.
So I've also just finished The Boys. I'm just got.
I've never watched that. I've heard that's
Again,
good.
mate,
You'd love the
I
boys.
know.
Mate, you'd
My
be
wee
so
brother
into
tells
The
me to watch
Boys.
it all the time, man.
You would be so into that, by the way.
You know what the boys
I
is
will,
going to
yeah.
do?
No.
It's like a kind of like the X-Men.
Right. Oh, no,
like,
yeah.
no,
No, it's
mate,
dark, I think, but
it's
It's
they're
like
baddies,
it's
mate.
like an adult show.
Aye, they're
Oh, I like
baddies.
adult shows.
See the way Cody Rhodes looks.
Men and Motors. etc.
Remember Orgasmatron?
I grabbed this one, aye.
The woman just sitting on a couch and then like the vibrator would come in and just like...
Remember Laid Bear?
Laid Bear.
Oh, man.
Aye, that was kind of like an American...
Aye.
Wasn't it? Was that the one that they would like, talk to people in the street and all that? What was
no,
that?
it's good. Is that not Laid Bear? No.
Oh, I'm getting mixed up.
Eurotrash.
Eurotrash, Channel 4 Friday night.
Eurotrash.
Brilliant, man. Eurotrash, Farrah Ted, South Park, Raw, on a Friday night, man. See what I mean?
I never watched Raw.
Gone all the days.
Yeah.
I know.
It was brilliant, but
Aye.
you don't get to know that anymore, do you know?
There's no really in it. I mean, I've not even seen a minute of I'm a Celebrity because...
No, I'm done with that shit, man.
Aye.
It's all played out.
Mate, what you said in the radio spawning was bang on, man. I've
It's
seen
played
somebody
out.
eating a kangaroo's ball once.
Aye.
Don't need to see it again, man.
It's
I'm like-
every year, man. It's the same
Even when
shit.
I go in for Pint one night, Nicola's got it on the background, but she's not watching it.
You know what they should do? They should reboot it, right? Like the Hunger Games. Just file them into the jungle. Like they've all got their own wee camera on their chest so that you can see what everybody else is doing, but they're getting hunted.
Do you know who would win it? If he went on it, he'd win it.
Aye, but I wouldn't do the there's a lot of like the likes of the eating the buzz and all
You would eat
that.
a kangaroo's ball, wouldn't you?
No, mate, there's jizz in that.
I know, but you would.
There's just in buzz.
You kidding me on?
Aye, but it's no all there.
Mate, have you seen them biting into it and all the shit that runs out there?
God,
It does.
man.
It comes right out.
Hey!
Oh, didn't even mean that.
It's like a tickly bit.
Aye.
But why I was talking about that is because the guy was complaining about Ant and Dex. A lot of
Mate,
complaints.
it was so funny this morning. You started reading me. I'm not reading this.
I know the SSPCA and all that are all in it. No, the SS because that's Scottish, but they're all
What's
complaining
the
about
guy's name again?
Chris Lamont, Chris Peckham.
Chris Packham.
Packham.
Nah, but I've known that.
Is he complaining about it?
Aye.
Firing
Do you
him.
know him? Do you know him?
Aye, for the Really Wild Show, remember he done the
Ah,
Really
that's-
Wild
aye,
Show
that's
with
right, that's right.
Kayla Strachan?
Have you met him?
No. Not until next week.
Right, boys, we're going to wrap this up, man.
Aye.
Aye.
Is that time already?
Nearly, man.
Jeez,
I
oh.
know.
Right, well...
Before we go, let's have a wee sing song before we go.
100% in your claims. G4 claims.
If you've had an accident, it hasn't been your fault. Get in touch with Nicole and the gang at G4 Claims. And you can reach them on
01698 767 172. That's 01698 767 172.
They will replace your vehicle with a like-for-like vehicle. So as we always say, if your car's a banger, you'll get a banger.
If your
But
car's a dullion, you'll get a dullion.
Or a topper.
Aye.
You'll get a dullion or a topper.
Aye.
Right, and Grado, what else do they do?
I can't admit.
They will take all the hassle.
No, there's something else I like to say. Nicole and the team will sort you out with a
He's just said
like
that.
for like vehicle replacement.
Go for the insurance, but don't contact your own insurance.
Contact your
That's
insurance.
what I always say.
Aye.
Listen, see if you're involved in an accident.
I love this bit.
Don't phone your insurance company because, listen, G4 Claims are going to make it easy for you. Get on the blower to Nicole and the team. Bob said the number, phone them and they'll do it for
No,
you.
but they'll do.
You don't want your premium getting put up for using your insurance. This doesn't affect your premium, didn't it, no, Grand Cole?
It won't affect your no
it
claims
doesn't
bonus
affect your no
either.
claims bonus either. So
They'll take
what
care
the
of
damn are you doing? What the damn are you doing?
What the damn are
Phone
they doing?
Nicole,
What the
phone
damn are you
Grant,
doing?
phone Al, phone
Just phone
Benko,
them.
phone Jamie, phone Greg.
Fucking phone them.
100%
of your claims. G4 claims.
G4 Claims. And that's your advertisement for the week.
Trips, we have to go to Pant rehearsals.
Right, so we need to be off ski
Next
fast.
Next week
We will be back to normal. We're all back to normal. We'll be a show
oh.
every week.
We'll be back to normal, but maybe not here.
Have they got back to you, Benko?
Maybe they have.
Maybe they have.
haven't.
Next week will be a special.
We've got away day.
I'm gonna eat a fucking burger.
It's a special. It's,
I love how you love that.
Go and eat a burger.
Eat a fucking burger.
we're going to record the pod and we're going to eat burgers. And as Grado said, it's an away day. So keep your eyes peeled, Trips. It's going to be smashing.
Hey.
Yeah.